I've covered a lot of games on this channel, some with long cinematic stories, large open worlds, or a variety of different gameplay activities. And I love games like these, but they're not my passion. The game that truly owns my heart, the one I consider honest, simplistic perfection, the one that pulled me through my very difficult, very not made up life I'm going to tell you about, is Tetris. I grew up poor, very poor. So poor I lived on the street. Many other people lived on the streets. I only had one, my street. I dreamed one day of making it plural, and I didn't have all the fancy stuff other kids did, like expensive toys or parents. I just had a Game Boy that was discarded by a boy who had just received a Game Boy Advanced, and a copy of Tetris I murdered him for. Actually, I probably should have just taken the Game Boy Advanced if I had murdered him. This game, it became my obsession. I started out just like anyone else, learning the rules. You have to fit the pieces together to create a cohesive whole. And putting those pieces together, well, it felt like putting my fractured life back together, and other poetic stuff as well. I was just a poor boy from a poor lack of family, waiting for a long boy from a long family. As time passed, my genius was realized. I could play without losing for days, weeks, and later even months, given that's how time works. Like, even if I only played once without dying, I'd have to start with days and then work towards months. I guess unless you immediately started counting in terms of fractions of months, but then it would be a fraction of a month, not months, right? It doesn't really make any sense. At the time, I had no friends because that is also very tragic. I had hoped this newfound skill would make me friends. I kept trying to tell the other kids about the game. I would say stuff like, "Did you know that the pieces are actually called tetronymos?" And they would say, "No one cares," or "Why are you talking to us?" or "Being good at Tetris doesn't make you any less homeless," or any other variety of ways to tell me that they're jealous. For that reason, jealousy, such an ugly emotion, it did not earn me any friends. The effect it had on women was undeniable, though. They would come from far and wide to my street. Many say it was because that was the only street that led to various grocery stores, a Walmart, and the school, and pointed out that they didn't even talk to or interact with me when they came through. This was just a great point. Eventually, though, I became an adult, right after becoming a teenager. It's what I am to this day. I started to make some real money off my Tetris skills. Did you know that there are Tetris tournaments? You can win up to $3,000. I finally had my second street. I was also able to afford a Switch, actually, which led me to playing Tetris 99. There's a free version with less features that I went with, given I only had $3,000 to last me into the Tetris tournament the following year. Those with a keen eye will notice the footage from this video has been from that game. For those unfamiliar, it's a battle royale Tetris game where, when you clear a section of your screen, it sends those pieces to someone else's screen and you pretend like it was the people that were mean to you in high school. Those are the actual instructions. As per the name, you have to beat 99 other players to win. And well, I don't want to be a bragging Brady, but I never lose. What is it like to lose? Can you get another win? I need more footage.
You're gonna credit me, right?
Of course not!